A mystery drug syndicate may have ordered the triple Retterdon murders, the Old Bailey heard. Their target was possibly Pat Tate, who double-crossed them over a cocaine deal, claimed defence lawyer David Lederman QC. He said the syndicate hired a professional hitman to execute 37-year-old Tate and two other drug barons. Mr. Lederman added that Tate, a gangster with a long prison record, had many enemies. He'd already survived one shooting at his home in Gordon Road, Basildon. He recovered after hospital treatment. Mr. Lederman claimed that Tate had upset the syndicate for not handing over their full share from a cocaine deal worth thousands of pounds. The barrister also claimed that Supergrass, Darren Nichols, was probably involved in the syndicate and knew Tate from their days in jail. Nichols admitted to being the getaway driver, but said he knew nothing of the killings. He alleged they were ruthlessly carried out by Jack Womes and 55-year-old Michael Steele. Mr. Lederman, who represents Womes, accused Nichols of being a liar and said he became the prosecution's star witness to save his own skin. He added, "Nichols has something to do with these killings. What it was we will probably never know, and what his involvement with the syndicate is we shall never know." Mr. Lederman insisted there was no forensic evidence to link Womes and Steele with the Heartless shootings in December 1995. Nichols had said that Womes, a hefty former nightclub bouncer, had worn size 12 Wellington boots at the murder scene. There was no such footprints to match that description, added Mr. Lederman. Also, the alleged getaway car, a VW Passat, was checked out by police scientists. They could not find any bloodstains or gunpowder inside the vehicle. The car, described as something of a heap, had 4 different makes of tyres, but none of them showed up on the snow-covered scene in Workhouse Lane, Retterdon. Mr. Lederman, who was into the 3rd day of his closing speech, commented, "It is extraordinary that not one piece of evidence, let alone a combination of evidence, was found at the murder scene to connect these two defendants. The scene does not support the Crown's case, and there is no evidence to confirm the account put forward by Nichols. Womes, of Main Road, Brotford, Suffolk, and Steele, of St Mary's Road, Great Bentley, Essex, deny murder and drug smuggling. The 2 men who died with Tate were Tony Tucker of High Road, Fobbin, and Craig Rolfe of Calshot Avenue, Chafford 100. Supergrass, Darren Nichols, who helped to jail 2 men for the notorious Retterdon killings, says he has no regrets about testifying. Darren, who gave evidence that helped convict Jack Womes and Michael Steele of the killings of the 3 men in Workhouse Lane in Retterdon in December 1995, was given a new identity. Possibly the most significant informant since the era of the Cray twins and the subject of the new book about the killings, Darren says he felt his life was in danger from the 2 men. His story is told in the new book about the killings published today. He said, "I was of the firm belief that they could do it to 3 people. They would carry on until they got caught. I am pleased they are not coming out. I hope they never come out, to be honest. I never felt good about being a witness against them. They were not really my friends. One of them was, and one of them wasn't, but I had to, otherwise I wouldn't be here." Before Darren turned informant, one incident that worried him was the time Steele asked him to go flying, and Womes turned up as well. Darren turned down the offer. Darren said, "I was scared of learning to parachute without one." He has adjusted to a new life and still thinks driven to the same point in his life he would have chosen to have turned to crime. He said, "I was going so far downhill, I felt so low about everything it seemed to be the answer, a way of earning money. I tried to get jobs and couldn't get anywhere. Obviously, I regret it, but in all honesty, I did it because of the situation I was in. If my life came to the same point, I would probably do it again. I am lucky in some ways, but in some ways I am not. I do think it's odds on that one day I'm going to walk into someone I know. That's what worries me the most." The story of how Darren came to be involved with Womes and Steele was detailed in the new book Blogs 19, The Story of the Essex Range Rover Triple Murders by Tony Thompson, published by Warner Books.